Now, mainly, the CCP is increasing its military presence overseas, including Argentina, Brazil, and Venezuela. Cuba is also on CCP's move. For these include those small countries around Australia. The CCP is now using 3 strokes. The first move is to sell you cheap drones with a good performance-to-price ratio. If you buy more, I'll bring you a production line. I sell you drones and find ways to turn your places into my CCP drone bases. There's a big gap between drone and fighter bases. Drone base is very small. Think about this country, too. Once you can no longer send you some virgin money, BGY, information control, bribery, honey traps, all up. The second move, the U.S. is close to the West Island of Cuba, which is the place where most American submarines exit the sea. In these places, including the Bahamas, near the west of Cuba, the CCP has many so-called cargo ships, inside of which are all those shoulder-launched missiles, also known as small missile systems, monitoring systems, and tracking systems. Why did CCP China go to the Bahamas, a small country on a small island with only several tens of thousands of people, and built one of the world's top 5 embassies, 500,000 square meters, with China Construction First Building Group Corporation Limited? CCP made a casino and a hotel, total covering an area of more than 500,000 square meters. And the CCP built a 5-floor basement under its embassy building in the Bahamas, whereas the drawings approved 3 floors. According to the 3-meter headroom layer plus the floor, the underground dug is at least 20 meters. If according to protective measures with 1.8 meters floor slab followed, then nearly 40 meters were dug underground. Approximately 30 to 50 cargo ships, with a length of 100 to 150 meters frequently docked next to it. The U.S. does not sell you oil or gas. What are you doing with so many oil tankers there? What are over there? They are exactly the spy ships. Of course, there are also places where the leaders conduct double cultivation, and the underneath is luxurious. The third move is the implementation of the BGY in these countries, including in the financial system. Establish missile systems in their mountains. The construction of the so-called satellite launch bases and Chinese scientific research bases are all military functions. So, in Argentina, the largest data collection center for the so-called Chinese Outer Space Satellite Control Base was constructed, all of which are full of missiles. Look at the U.S. This country has no vertical neighbors, and the borders are straight. You look to the South American side, you look to the Cuban side, turn over point by point. And you look around the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, all these places where the CCP frequents are all military bases. 80% of Americans do not know it. The CCP plays faster and more insidiously. Countries like Cuba and Brazil have been deeply infiltrated by the CCP,